Welcome to the Kickstart Your Edge Play to Win Leadership Podcast,
where we've flipped the script with our groundbreaking modus operandi to bring you real, relevant, and relatable tactics and techniques to master your own play to win mindset.
Talk about a superpower. It's time to iron your cape.
What we know for sure is what got you here won't get you there.
You can't see the spinach in your own teeth.
And finally, hang on, because this one is really deep. Once you realize that you are the traffic, everything makes complete and unadulterated sense.
Welcome to the Edge, where playing not to lose is not an option. So Karen, I want to check in and see if you remember the old toy called a sit and spin.
Oh my gosh, I love the sit and spin.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you love about it?
That was a thing that like you would just hold on to and spin in circles till you were going to throw up.
Exactly. It's like a little disc, right? And then you sit in it, and then there's a little bar that's thing in the middle that you would hold on to, and you just try to go as fast as you could. Your own personal merry-go-round is a good way to think about it. And you would just sit and spin, and all you would do is be in the same spot, just spin around, get all kinds of dizzy, go nowhere, but you could have a lot of fun. Fast forward into being an adult, when we sit and spin, not as much fun. Not on the toy, but metaphorically, right? So we have a situation, Karen's looking at me funny, but we have, you have a situation in your life and you are just spinning. Your mind is spinning, your head is racing, you aren't making any forward traction, you don't see your way out, you're going nowhere, and you just sit and you spin. And we're going to talk about some emotions that allow you, that almost give you permission to sit and spin even more when that's the last thing you need to be doing.
I got to tell you, I feel like I'm stuck in 1970 something right now, because I'm like, what was the song that went with sit and spin? But I'll figure it out later. I digress. But I know there is one.
Okay, then on that note, name two other popular types of toys from the 70s. Well, your 70s. I mean, we don't know when they were invented, but we remember them from when we were children in the 70s.
You know, it's funny. Maybe just think of Etch-a-Sketch.
Ah, nice.
And Light Bright.
Interesting. I always thought of a big wheel.
Oh, yeah. And there's more spinning involved.
I know, which is kind of ironic, but yes. And I liked Light Bright more than Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Etch-a-Sketch, you drop it and you'll lose everything.
True. Definitely true. So what we're going to talk about in the sit and spin world of this topic and emotion is what is called indulgent emotions. An indulgent emotion is an emotion that we hold on to that will allow us to sit and spin and not take action that we need to actually take action. The reason it's called indulgent is because we are consciously choosing that emotion through our thinking. So let's just do a backtrack on TFAR. Your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings will determine if you take action or inaction. And those actions or inactions are then going to determine what your results are. So if you have a thought that creates an indulgent emotion that allows you to stay stagnant, you are indulging in the space of stagnation.
Yeah, it's funny, Jen, because it's kind of like a tricky little thing, right? Because if you spend a lot of time in indulging emotions that don't serve you, if you think about it, there's going to be the action that's not going to really be, that's going to work for you. I mean, you're going to get some crappy results. So it's really tricky. You got to pay attention to that. Because you think that, it's like, okay, yeah, this could help me. This could be necessary. This could kind of quote unquote protect me. Like if you think about doubt, like if you doubt yourself or your ability, but it prevents you from going out into the world. So yeah, just random stuff spinning around in my head right now.
Oh, it's so true, Carrie. We talk to people all the time and we're saying, well, why aren't you doing what you say it is that you want to be doing? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm not sure if it's right for me. The doubt part of it just allows you, because then in your mind, you're like, well, when I am not doubting, that's when I'll take action. So we can create doubt all day long. If we want to collect the evidence of why maybe something won't work out or why we can't do something, we'll find it. But as long as we're in doubt, we're not actually doing.
It's so funny, Jen. Well, it's not funny for the people that are in it, but for sometimes people hear some people say, well, I don't want to go out there and build my business because I'm afraid I'm going to fail. So they doubt their ability. And what they're doing is they're failing because they're not doing it, because they're not even giving themselves the chance to actually do it. So you're getting exactly what it is that you don't want.
Yeah. Here's a sneaky indulgent emotion, right? Comfort. So feeling comfortable allows you to do what, Karen? Stay comfortable.
Or sit and spin.
Right? Oh, la, 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 right? I'm just happy. Things are fine here. They aren't that bad. This is okay. When the reality is that being uncomfortable is where your growth is, where you stretch yourself, where the magic happens. We always like to say is outside of your comfort zone. So it's our ability to succeed is in direct proportion to our ability to be uncomfortable. So if we're like, I'm comfortable here, I'm okay here, I'm just going to stay here, you're almost settling, as there's always potential and room to grow.
I think that, however it is you're defining success, however it is that you're defining winning, however it is that you're defining that, like, okay, great, I feel great at the end of this thing, the result, whatever. I think that I'm trying to think how I want to say this. I think that our ability to win and succeed correlates so much with our ability to be uncomfortable.
100%.
Because if you're not going to stretch and you're not going to grow, it's all uncomfortable, right? Do you want, you got to change. And it's about jumping into what's unfamiliar, and it's about jumping into what's uncomfortable. It's about jumping into trying different things. And I think that, Jen, for us, I think that's part of our job and what we do all the time. And it doesn't matter if it's with teams, it doesn't matter if it's with individuals, but I will challenge people all day long. And because I don't know, it's the potential that's just not tapped into, because they get lulled into this false feeling of like, oh, okay, yeah, here's the bunny slippers and the recliner.
Yeah. Right. So another emotion that is indulgent would be confusion. It's so easy to hide behind confusion, right? I don't know how, I'm confused. It's not clear yet. I don't really know what I want. All of those kinds of things are just excuses to be able to what, Karen? Sit and spin, right? And just be in that, not taking the action because we're so confused, right? And sometimes you just need to have the clarity to say, I'll figure it out as I take my next step. It will become clearer after some actions, right? So being able to realize that. And one last one I'll share is overwhelm. So overwhelm's indulgent because it gives us a timeout. Because when we feel overwhelmed, we tend to check out, go lay on the couch, watch some Netflix, get on Facebook, do something else. Never the things that we're actually supposed to be doing when we are in true overwhelm. And what overwhelm gives us is the permission to take a break. And then we're not making any progress.
And I think, well, hello, there's the sitting in the spinning spot. And then you're just in that place of, I don't know, sitting and spinning. I know that I think sitting and spinning is just an excuse to not do something. But, if you want to go to the next step, it's, people are all the time, I'm busy, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Those are just excuses. And why would you want to show up that way in your life all the time? But I think that the excuses are the things that are not useful sentences. How about that, Jen? Excuses are, there you go. There's my new thing for today. Excuses are not useful sentences.
Exactly. Right? So part of it is, how are you going to stop your own sitting and spinning? What emotion has you stuck and just going right round, baby? Right? So what is the emotion that is preventing you from taking the action you need to take in order to get the results you want? All right, that's a wrap, Care.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Kickstart Your Edge Play to Win Leadership Podcast.
Craving more? Of course you are.
Check out our website at kickstartyouredge.com,
where we fire you up, fan the flames of your competitive edge culture, and ignite your tenacious pursuit of an all-out play-to-win mindset.